Be humble. I was talking about this yesterday in my previous video. About sometimes you think your shit don't stink until it's in your face, you heard me? Be humble. Like if you grew up in poverty, you grew up in the PJs, or you grew up in the hood, like, bro, embrace that. Like, embrace that stepping stone of your life. Embrace them bologna sandwiches that you used to eat. Embrace them peanut butter and crackers, them noodles you used to warm up in the microwave. We noodled up. We got hot dogs, spaghetti, hot dogs and poke bean. I'm talking about the real struggle meals. You hear me? Them days, you better not never forget that shit. I don't care if 5 years you was in poverty, 18 years, and after your 18 years, 5 years, you take off and you go to the suburbs. Now you eating steak every night. And it ain't even hurting you. I'm talking about you really got it like that now. You better not forget where you came from. That's all I'm going to tell you. And that's what the humbling process is about. The things that we go through in life is only to remind us when we do get to where we're going, or we trying to get to that goal, or we trying to reach. You got to look back at that. Damn, bro. I remember that. I couldn't even take a shit because the commode was so backed up with shit, the water was off. And so, you looked at, you put the top down to keep the smell from it, even though it's still come out. But you lift that top up, and it's just something about when you lift that top up. So, one thing about growing up, not having water, the water's getting cut off, lighting candles, I'm talking about really growing up, struggling in life. Man, that's the beautiful side to life. And you better know, getting the other stuff that's easy. Getting material things is easy. It's building a character and having something to stand on. It's kind of like you grew up eating noodles your whole life. But now you over here with these folk, you eating steak and eating classy. You eating $500 meals or whatever. $100 meal, $50 meal, I don't care. You eating good. Now you talking down on the people who eat noodles. As if that wasn't your life before. See, that type of mindset get you knocked back to the ground, Jack. And I'm talking about, you probably were eating noodles and shit, bologna sandwiches. You didn't realize how good you had it because somebody didn't have bread to put bologna with. They just had bologna. So you weren't appreciative. You weren't appreciative that you had bread and mayo and mustard, tomatoes, whatever. You had the whole 9 yards to dress up a sandwich. It wasn't the best sandwich, but it was a sandwich. You was able to make one. And so you got somebody next to you that ain't able to make a sandwich. They don't have the ingredients. All they have is the meat. So they forced to eat just meat. So you done got the big head, even though you was blessed to have bread and have all the substance to put on the sandwich, you didn't humble yourself. You didn't say, when I got them steaks, when I was eating them steaks every night, man, then remember them bologna nights. You know what I mean? When I was eating them steaks every night, I remember them noodles nights. Them chicken noodles, man. That was my flavor, bro. Bro, I had stopped eating noodles because I heard how the sodium, there's so much sodium in there, it really fuck over you, really fuck you up. High cholesterol and shit like that. So I had pulled away from the noodles when I got older. But that was like a childhood thing, I still a pop a noodle. We still eat noodles now. I don't think, yeah. But I say all that to say, Don't get so high the ladder to the point where you look back and look down on people as if you didn't have to, like you didn't start from down there. And so now you see other people starting from down there and you want to talk? You want to pick? You want to make fun of people? You might get knocked down to the point where you was lower than where you was at. Okay? And so if you was eating bologna sandwich with all the substance to put on the sandwich, man, you lucky if you have a piece of meat. You might suffer with a cracker. You know, you might be fortunate to have a cracker. Yeah, it's because you didn't get it in the beginning. And so now you gotta get knocked all the way back down and come back up. Never get too high in life to the point where you looking down on people. Your ass going back down, Jack. That's just like Blueface. You know, he going at people and got this big I made it. Where you made it to, bro? Where you made it to? And honestly, you had overnight success. So your shit might not last anyway. Cause the nigga just woke up and heard Blueface. You was a football player and then all of a sudden you a rapper. And became a rapper real quick. But y'all get the picture, y'all heard me? Y'all tighten up out there, bro. You hit me? Love yourself, man. Be there for yourself, you hit me? And no matter what, bro, always stand for yourself. You hit me?